Jesus.
Yeah, I know it's bad, okay? But expelled? That seems so extreme.
28. 28 missed homework assignments and 4 failed trig exams. Don't you think that's a bit extreme?
It's your host, and for this week's episode, we bring to you two very special guests, neurological representative Lily and Wendy, to shed light on the current situation.
Listen, Charlotte isn't stupid. Those grades are just water around a leaky faucet. Since some people can't reconcile their image of Charlotte, a perfectly normal girl for the most part, with what they've been taught disability looks like, she's often misunderstood, leading to things like this where people think she's a bad student or a slacker. See, Charlotte has ADHD.
If you want, you can think I'm a bitter asshole trying to hide her ableism behind a facade of academic integrity. I know Lily's already on her way to convincing you that Charlotte's some poor kid stuck in a biased, inflexible education system. But I'm gonna tell you the truth.
None of this is her fault. What RPS doesn't get is that disabilities exist on a spectrum and that their manifestations aren't always visible. RPS denies Charlotte accommodations on the grounds she gained unfair advantage.
Charlotte's grown comfortable being coddled. What I want her to understand is that she can overcome this crutch. Enabling from those around her has only caused a reliance on accommodations, resulting in her failure to meet basic expectations.
Is Mom really gonna send us away to Uncle Al's for the summer?
You make it sound like she's orphaning us. You'd only suggested that since Joe had ADHD.
Well, I don't like him. He's weird and he talks too much.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but...
Like, what's it matter if a girl shows a little skin on the beach? Anyway, Mom's gotta be on her last wire because there's no way anyone sane would think a 3-hour daily ritual involving
eye exercises.
Like, how is that supposed to cure us?
We've just been informed an upcoming panic attack heading our way. Please prepare yourself as usual. This should be quick enough.
I don't care if he's got a nice house. I'm not getting some pseudoscience treatment from a guy who's been trying to get into Charlotte's mother's pants for the past 10 years.
And Nicholas is looking to be a 4.0.
Look, I'm not saying Uncle Al's plan A. I don't think taking any shortcuts will work here. I am saying that if Charlotte would just...
Apparently, head of school Ricky Barnes just got out of line with Charlotte's mom.
That can't be anything good.
Can we get a screen of what's going on out there?
Well, I'm not sure the show's rating is gonna support that kind of content.
Whatever, let's just get this over with. I swear we never used to get these before.
What, panic attacks? And whose fault is that?
Clearly yours. You've pushed Charlotte to a place where she has no out but to completely break down.
Oh, I pushed her? You pretend to be on her side, but you're just another mouthpiece for those who can't be bothered to understand her condition.
See, this is your problem. Instead of seeing where I'm coming from, a place of love and concern, you see it as an attack. I mean, is this what you want? For us to have to endure like this forever? At what point will maintaining your moral high ground become not worth sacrificing her health? Her happiness? Hey, watch out!
This has got to be the most eventful episode of Charlotte's Web in a while. Maybe we got material for the season finale.
I hate the smell of cinnamon.
Well, it's the only option we have.
It's because of people like you. If not for you, we could be enjoying the sweet, sweet aroma of lavender or pine.
Well, it doesn't look like the power's coming on anytime soon, so better start getting used to this.
Look at that. Charlotte seems to be getting a kick out of this whole thing, and you still don't believe her brain's messed up?
I believe she'll say anything to feel special.
That's terrible.
In the real world, people don't make exceptions for special. They don't take, sorry, I'm XYZ, as an excuse. And they never will. Even if it's wrong, or even if you don't like it, you're only hurting Charlotte by refusing to accept that. The world's not going to change just because you can't.
Shit. Well, there goes the last of our supply.
What do we do now?
I suggest that we try to get things back up and running ourselves. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't read anything in the contract about getting paid overtime.
Always the reasonable one, Wendy. Always having your mind on money. And with that, a word from our sponsor. Ritalin, the red and white treats that soothe all your ADHD needs. With this magic in a bottle, perhaps you'll be able to pass a barely functional human being too. Ask your doctor if Ritalin is right for you and get 10% off your prescription on the website www.gooddrugsforkids.com. Side effects may include headache, heart palpitation, mind numbing, nausea, and placebo effect. God, I miss Jerry. Fixing commercial light is harder than I thought. Okay, you guys just stay here.
So, how are you holding up?
Fine. I don't know, same as you.
Yeah, okay. Look, Lily, I'm not trying to be patronizing here. I'm just trying to understand. Why are you so resistant to getting help?
I'm not resistant to help, Wendy. Was I the only one paying attention when we were made to see that woman for 5 hours every Sunday to improve our motor thinking skills? Was I the only one suffering when we were made to see LRT twice every week to update them on our schedule, to plan our night by the hour just to get yelled at when we inevitably ended up procrastinating till 3 a.m. again? We tried brown noise, we tried letters to the school, we tried the Pomodoro technique, we tried whiteboards.
Well, then what's the holdup? Why is nothing changed?
I don't know!
Is it pride?
What?
Deep down, I think you're scared of what would happen if treatment actually worked. Because you like it. You like spinning all these intricate little systems and brain processing procedures to explain all the quirks that we never grew out of. We don't need anyone's help because we accept ourselves for who we are. Is that it? I mean, does being a little screwed up in our own complex way bring you some kind of comfort?
I have never been proud of this. We're not Einstein. Our disability doesn't double up as our superpower. It's only ever caused us problems. You know, sometimes in my darkest moments, I wonder if you're right. And that's why we're ultimately so unremarkable. If it's not what's wrong with you, it's what's wrong with you. There's always something to prove. You know, we've done all these things in our life that are supposed to help us, but they don't. Nothing ever sticks. We always fall back into old habits. It makes me feel kind of shitty about ourselves. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with us. Maybe there's something more fundamentally wrong than a disability.
You seem to find it easy to come up with excuses for ourselves, but when it comes to actual accountability, you fall short of explanations.
You know, we've met all these people and done all these things, and because of it, I think there comes this thing where I feel the need to speak up about something that affects our life. But I've spoken up so much that it's made me defensive. Because maybe that means we can't backtrack on what we say. We can't say anything wrong, and we have to have it all figured out, and that puts a lot of pressure on me because I'm still figuring things out. I still don't know what works for us, what doesn't. But we've come to this point in our lives where people are asking, what's going on with you? What's going on in your head? You're asking for all these things, so what's going on? And I don't know if I can tell them. I don't really know how to deal with this middle ground of being normal but not quite, of knowing that you're not normal but not quite how. And it's hard because I feel alone. We've let so many people in on this part of us. We've had so many opinions shoved into our experience that it's hard to make sense of. It's hard to reach out and consider solutions when I already feel like I'm fighting a battle on two fronts.
Lily, I can see you spiraling, and Listen, I wish I could give you answers, but what other options do we have? If something doesn't work, we just have to keep trying. Keep trying to get better. That's all anyone can do.
But I'm sick at failing because of our disability. And I'm also sick at failing at making our disability better. I just want to feel not so shit about ourselves all the time. I just want to feel like not a complete and utter failure at something. And it seems the only way to do that is when I'm angry. So yes, maybe I play the victim because we are. Victim of everyone's opinions and their bullshit and their help. I don't want help, I want to be normal. I want to not care about this stuff anymore.
Lily, I believe you. Even if I can't or will never understand it, let me say this. Even if this is something that has to be a part of us, and even if that means that we have to struggle forever, it's not all of us. There's nothing wrong with Charlotte. You don't have to torture yourself with questions any longer. You're not alone.
What a day, folks! I guess it's time to announce the winner of our monumental debate. The winner of Charlotte's Web Caught a Lie is Wendy, for saving me from falling debris earlier. Anyway, I'll see you next week where we will be